It's been a very, very depressing 24 hours, people. We just got news. Yesterday we got news, 4th of July. What's supposed to be a day of celebration and history for the United States, as my first 4th of July in the US, turned into an absolute nightmare. We got news that No Jumper host and good friend of mine, 4Extra, had a serious injury messing around with a firework on the 4th of July. Honestly, I've really been just super depressed at this news. I've kind of been struggling to come to grips with what I've seen on social media. It's been just absolutely insane. And I just want to give you guys a quick little update about the situation, as well as kind of my thoughts on some of what's going on. And realistically, like my realistic assessment of what's going to happen to 4Extra, where he's going to go from here, what his future looks like at No Jumper and beyond. So let's get into it. So there were a couple of clips circulating on social media that showed 4Extra having a good time in the lead up to the 4th of July celebration. So there was this particular viral clip that was going around earlier in the morning of him trying to do a high kick and slipping over. And, at this point, it really was just all looking like fun and games on the 4th of July for 4Extra, man.
Easy. I think you can do it.
Easy all day. All day he got it. He got it. He got that. I don't got that. He got that. Come on, boys. Run down.
Like this is the happy-go-lucky kind of fun, kooky 4Extra that we all know and love. I saw this on my feed. I thought, he's out here having a good time for 4th of July. And I just couldn't believe what happened next, honestly. I'll tell you about how I found out. But I just couldn't believe what came after this, man. It was so sad.
Yes, this is early. 4 cuz. 4 times 10. Love it like you love it. What the
Now, so he's just having a good time with the homies, with some of the 40s, I guess. And he seemed to have gone to a facility here to purchase fireworks for 4th of July. Now, I don't honestly look, I'm no 4th of July fireworks expert. It's my first time in the US for the 4th of July. People were telling me that fireworks are illegal in the city of LA, and that, maybe maybe I shouldn't expect to see too many fireworks. Now, that wasn't true. I was seeing non-stop fireworks. It was looking like, and no disrespect, but it was looking like a war zone. Like it was looking like, it was looking like a war in the Middle East from where I was looking. Absolute non-stop fireworks all night. But I guess that there's some certain places that you can go and you can purchase your fireworks. I don't know how legal some of what we're about to see is. I don't know whether these are fireworks on a grade that shouldn't really be allowed, military grade. I don't know. But it looked like 4Extra had gone to pick up some serious firepower for his 4th of July celebration.
Vernon Avenue, you know, then you know. On Vernon Avenue, if you know, then you know. On Vernon Ave, if you know, then you know. On Vernon Ave, if you know, then you know. If you know, then you know. I'm about to blow some tonight. I'm about to blow some house up. I'm gonna throw this somebody else up. I don't know who, but I'm blowing some on Vernon Avenue. I'm blowing something up. Yeah, Vernon Avenue. You see this Vernon Ave. Mean I'm blowing something up today. Told her, stop playing on Vernon Ave. Vernon Avenue.
Shit. Ain't the bitch that hit the hood is set. Bitch back to back. I'm in 4 shit dead homies and I'm getting shit. Little bitch in the hood.
Hey, do your big one.
Baby mama on the side cause she mad as shit.
Get it in.
All right,
Great.
I'm getting it in. Fucking bitches in the hood, nigga daddy though. In the hood on the block where I'm at though.
I'm gonna blow up. Rolling.
Look, it's all good times. It's all good times and good vibes on the 4th of July. And I know that we're looking back at some of these clips and imagining this horrible foreshadowing that's going on. But really, like, there was nothing out of the ordinary. This looked like a good, jovial day out for 4Extra on 4th of July. And I just couldn't believe what came next.
Dead homie. It's the 4th. I'm gonna blow. I wanna get blown up today. The back, I'm blowing it up. Stop playing CDs. I'm throwing them in your house. I'm throwing them at you. Vernon Avenue, the back. I'm blowing your ass up. I'm blowing somebody up today off the back.
Now, that was just a little censored version, a little censored picture of what ended up happening. But I don't want to show you that. I don't want to, obviously I can't show you that, but also I just don't really want to focus on that aspect of it because it's really sad. I'm sure a lot of you have seen the picture of 4Extra and his injury. It looks serious. You know, I've seen a lot of violence on the internet over the years, but I don't think I've seen anything as gruesome as that for a long time. I've certainly never seen somebody that I know and care about in such a serious situation as far as an injury that they've survived. And it was really shocking for me to see the image of 4Extra with his injuries. It looked really serious. It looked really, really terrible. And, you know, I think, honestly, it's a miracle that he's actually still alive. I think first and foremost, I just want to make that clear off the back, if you will. It's actually a miracle that he's still alive. We're actually blessed that 4Extra is even still with us, still walking, still talking, still on this earth, in spite of the serious injuries that he's got. So, you know, I know this is super messed up, it's super sad, but I honestly, like, I thank God that 4Extra is even still alive, because there's reports of someone else getting seriously injured, having a facial injury as a result of the explosion that took place. And, you know, I'm honestly thanking God that 4Extra is still alive right now. Now, there was a Reddit post. This is basically the most popular post on No Jumper Reddit right now, unfortunately, with the gruesome picture, which I can't show you, I'm not going to show you. But what I did want to do is just have a quick look at some of the comments of how people are taking this news. And just, look, I'm not joking about this situation. I'm going to try and avoid any jokes about this situation. But I think the reality of what we're dealing with is really, you know, hit home for some people. People saying the trajectory of this dude's whole life just changed today. It is so unfortunate, you know. I mean, we still don't know the extent to which he has been injured, but it definitely looks like a life-changing injury, and it's definitely going to change the trajectory of 4Extra's life. In what way, we don't know, and I'm going to discuss that in a little bit in a minute. But you know, unfortunately, it is definitely looking like a life-changing situation. But you know, at least he's still alive. I mean, people saying he can for sure still lift, but sadly, he has to be creative. There's plenty of disabled dudes who are still beasts. I've seen videos over the years. Someone said Jason Pierre-Paul seems to still be lifting and playing football fine after blowing up his hand a decade ago. People saying this is exactly why I don't play with fireworks, and I agree with that, people. Like, I don't mess around with fireworks. I didn't want to be anywhere near any fireworks, explosives. I don't even really like being around firearms. So honestly, it's super sad. This is the type of scaremongering thing like my parents would have told me years and years. You know, bonfire night in the UK. I mean, bonfire night's tiny compared to what you guys do in the US, but yeah, I would always be scared of fireworks, firearms, all of that kind of thing. And I'm just really, really sad this has happened to somebody that I know. People saying this has to be fake, ain't no way, but it is real, people. It's very, very sad. It's just really, really unfortunate. And just, you know, it's really, really hard. I mean, someone's saying it's depressing as hell for your whole character to be based on what you do with your hands, and you do something so crazy. You know, holding fireworks, I just don't know. Like, it's just, I don't even know. You know, this really just broke my heart because it was like probably like a week ago or so that I was at the zoo with 4Extras, man. We were actually at the zoo doing a vlog. It really breaks my heart because we had such a fun day. We had such a wholesome day at the zoo. Like, at the end of it, 4Extras was just kind of dapping me up, just like, yo, we had such a good day, man. That was so fun. That was like one of the best days out I've had in a while. You know, I could just tell that he was just really locked in. He was really excited about the content that he was making. I could see that he was on a really positive path in life and that he felt like he was really out here doing something positive. And it's just, honestly, it's just heartbreaking to see this, you know, like we were just having such a good day at the zoo, man. And like, I could just see how excited he was for the upcoming content, for these positive things that he was doing. And like, man, it just chokes me up even thinking that he's going through this right now.
Free everybody around the world and free the animals too.
Unless they deserved it.
Free every living being.
Damn near had me sock him. Cut the camera. I got Harry Potter, and I'm gonna tell them, like, who you? I'm here with Harry Potter. First off, I'm getting in. Second off, hey, shout out to Adam. We put in right in.
Look, I'm not gonna lie, right? Okay, we went and did this vlog at the zoo. 4Extras turns up. He puts his arm around me. I think before he put his arm around me, he gave me like a dap up and a hug. But it's like, you know, when you're getting dapped up, right? It's the boom, hard hand slap to begin with, right? You lock it in, and then you know what I'm saying? You tuck it in, you tuck it, you get in there, maybe a little pat on the back. I swear, I felt like I got hit by a truck. Anyone that's shaken 4Extra's hand, you know how much power this guy's got, okay? And I swear, my body was my body was throbbing. Like, the way 4Extra, like, there's a bit in the intro just there you're gonna see where he like picked me up like he was gonna throw me over the gate. right? He was like he picked me up. He really was going to throw me over. Now, I'm not saying I'm the heaviest, toughest guy in the world, but I was thinking, how's this guy? He nearly launched me over. Like, I'm in the air. I'm actually in the air. This guy's power is not to be messed with. And like, just from the moment he dapped me up, he was, you know what I'm saying? I could just feel the power. I was thinking I'm going to be bruised. I'm going to be coming out of this day at the zoo like a bruised Satsuma. But we had such a fun day, man. It was just so much fun. So many good vibes. Like, just, I could just see the positive direction 4Extras was taking his life in.
Hey, shout out to Adam. He put in right in, throw the picture on his side. Hey, Terminal White, come here. Hey, why this got glasses on like this gonna help us get in? Like, shit, welcome to LA Zoo.
Neighborhood, bro. You know what time it is? We at the LA Zoo.
Come on, man. What's up with everybody? Vernon Ave, yeah, homie. Vernon Avenue. We in this one on the set like it is. OTR,
It's a vlog that you were not expecting, okay? Back outside with 4Extras, man. And we good. Am I good?
Hey, look. You more than good, man. I'm out to throw your up in there, though.
Listen, I've got a whole list of things I know I can't say.
It's like every time his hand touches you, it's like getting hit by a truck, I swear.
Am I good? You more than good, man.
And he got the rings too.
I'm out to throw your up in there, though.
Listen, I've got a whole list of things I know I can't say now.
Right now, I might throw your up in his mother. I'm dealing with the Lions.
Bruh, listen.
You're seeing it every time he's hitting me. I'm shuddering.
I didn't realize we were going to Six Flags too. I just went on the ride at Six Flags and on Gryffindor.
On a dead. What the is that? I told you bring a.
They're coming, man.
Where they at?
They coming, man. They on the way. They loaded.
Cut the camera. Adams, we on your. Who you supposed to be here today? On the dead homie. So if you ain't never no, we really on your. On the set.
Do your line.
All right.
Sorry.
Like, one thing I'll say about 4Extra, man, that guy is just a giant ball of energy. From the moment he arrived, like, I'm there, I'm like, oh, we're going to do a day at the zoo. From the moment he arrived, it's nothing but 400% energy, 444% energy, non-stop, it's turned up. We were scared we weren't even going to get into the zoo. Like, there's just so much energy. Like, this is a good guy. This is a guy that brings good vibes. He brings excitement. He brings fun. Like, just being around 4Extra, man, he's somebody that charges you up. And I know for a fact that I know he's going through it right now, but he's not going to lose that charm no matter what. Whether he's got, you know what I'm saying, 10 fingers, 5 fingers, what, doesn't matter. 4Extra's a good dude. He's good energy. And I know he's going to be able to bounce back from this positively, focusing on the right things. And this ain't going to break. I know for a fact, I know 4Extra, I know that this isn't going to break his spirit. This isn't going to change his focus, his positivity, his outlook on life, his personality. None of that's changing.
They send the elephants upstate, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They went upstate on the dead. They left the county jail and upstate. Look at him.
He's trying to throw stuff at us, man.
Hey, look, zoom in on him right here.
He's going to throw that stick.
Zoom in.
He's going to throw that at you.
Did you see what he just did? He just farted on here. Hey, look at this motherfucker. He's tripping on me.
I told you.
Look, the other one coming.
This one's the homie, you know.
For extra. They tripping over. This motherfucker right here. It's not that off the gate. Here we head homie. We turn this motherfucker into like what?
It's our zoo. We run in the zoo, man.
You want to go to a bar where everyone's dressed in black and whipping each other?
He's trying to have a pump daddy party. He's trying to have
He's trying to take us to the Diddy Lounge, man.
I was not trying to go to the Diddy Lounge with Gunner, man. Shout out to Gunner, Chrome Hearts legend. But we ain't trying to step to that Diddy Lounge, man.
Diddy Lounge what?
I'm like, they're at the zoo. His day is sick as a motherfucker. We got they ready to get cracking at the zoo.
Like this is right at the end on the way out, right? And I can just tell 4Extras had such a good time. It's like he doesn't even want to leave. Like, he keeps just saying, we had such a good day at the zoo, man. We had such a good time. And then on the way out, like, I can tell he don't want to leave. Like, I don't want to leave. We basically just want to run the zoo for the whole day. And you know, before on the way out, we see a caricature artist, so we end up sitting down for like another hour getting a caricature done. And again, like, I could just really see this positive, you know, really like happy side of 4Extra, where I could just tell that he knew he was doing something positive, and like being part of this vlog was just something very special to him. So, man, it's just so heartbreaking even just reliving this, you know, just like looking at how good things were. Just literally, it was all good just a week ago, man. It's just
at the zoo. Trevor, like, once I got my boy on the side, he bringing a foreign hose to us. I ain't gonna lie, this was the day. Adams, you supposed to be here for this. You supposed to be here today. We on you. You supposed to be here today.
Hey, but look, man, I feel like it's important to say, yeah, we got 4Extra back outside. This is good, positive stuff. We at the zoo. No negative shit. Good vlog, and we're gonna see a lot more of this going forward.
We're gonna see a lot more of this. Oh,
and we got hit records coming.
We got hit records. Don't forget about the Dodger game we about to go to.
We got VIP.
VIP.
Quadruple VIP,
We got
bro.
dumb as VIP, we gotta get up out the hood. We gotta go.
Like just before this, yeah, like just let me break it down for you. Like just before this conversation, I'm saying to 4Extra, like, I'm just saying to him, bro, you're back outside, man. We can't have you going away again. We need you focused on the music, the vlogs. I'm like, I'm saying to him, like, bro, you're like one hit record, like one party record away from going clear, just being mainstream, you know. I'm telling him, I'm like, bro, you could have a Billboard charting song. You need to just bring that LA party music back. You got the energy, you got the charisma. Like, you could be the popping rapper out of LA, just bringing the vibes, killing Billboard, making party music, hit records come in, doing vlogs. I'm telling him he's got the personality, he needs to do podcasting. And like, I'm seeing the positive in what he's doing, and I'm seeing the potential, I'm seeing the growth of him as a person, and just really trying to impress that upon him. And that's kind of where this conversation ended up going, just as far as him saying, like, he's believing it. Like, I've had this moment before where I've spoken to guys that kind of been from the streets, and I try and say to them, like, because I'm not from that environment, and I've tried to say to them, I'm like, look, you don't even realize the potential. I'm saying for it, like, you don't even realize the opportunity that you got here, man. And like, ain't none of that changed. That's the important thing I want to say. Doesn't matter if he's hurt, doesn't matter if he's injured, none of that's changed. He's still got the potential. He's still exactly who he is. We love 4Extra for his personality. All this talk about fades, all of this stuff, we love him for his personality, bro. He's not a professional boxer. We're not following him for his fight record. We're not following him just because of the fights in the county. We're following him because of his personality. There's plenty of guys that have had fights in prison that have told their stories about having beaten, socking people out in prison that no one cares about. It's his personality, who he is, and the way that he puts stories together. It's the light and the essence and the energy and the spirit of 4Extra that makes him special. So, you know what I'm saying? I know it's a very, very unfortunate thing, but I ain't worrying about that at all, man. I know his personality is still going to be exactly what it was. Ain't nothing going to change about this guy, man.
Far out, and we got to take them all the way out with the space monsters.
Facts. Ain't no nosebleed seats. We in the VIP. This month.
You know,
He's your supervisor today.
I see that. We don't want to ruin this picture right here. But, can you
We're not gonna ruin the
Can you put the picture like this? Man, you've been on some bullshit. That's what the fuck you been on. You've been on some good shit, and you've been on some bullshit. Some nice shit. I'm married. Everybody married, motherfucker.
This is why brother white homie food.
Like this was like a real important time, because it was like, I could just tell it was almost like we didn't want to leave, like, you know, pause, but like we didn't want to leave each other's side, man. I wanted to just keep kicking it with 4Extra. You know, we wanted to find something to do. Shout out to Gunner. Like, we were sat here damn near telling the caricature artists to slow down. Like, we wanted to just kick it and talk. We're talking about watches. We're talking about vlogs that we're going to do. We're talking about jewelry. We're talking about 4Extra's aspirations. It honestly, like, there were touching moments, you know?
Keep you in check.
You said the white homie keep me in check? This
It's just so much energy, man. It's such good energy, bro.
2 pounds of pressure. Wait, how much do you think my fit is today?
The bag about to get robbed, bro.
The bag is like $6,000.
I need to see the picture of all of us with the pictures together at the end. Do we got that in here?
This chain. This right here, got the chain, got everything. And you can't put right here like off the back.
Yeah. Come on. Off the back.
Hey, he killed it. He killed it, huh? Oh, that dad, Hey, the cold part about he got his glasses with this shit up in there on the day. The
reflection and everything.
Oh, they got my chain and all that on the dead homie. That's locked all the way, motherfucking in off the back.
Man. So later in the day, Adam22 did actually come online and give an update. I'm just going to play the audio. Unfortunately, I'm not going to show the image that's underneath the audio, but I'm going to switch to Adam when we get to him. But he kind of gave us a little update on the situation and to kind of let us know that maybe it wasn't as bad as some people were initially thinking, which is a blessing.
All right, so I know you guys already seen this image going around, and I figured I might as well just hop on here and give you guys some context. So basically, 4Extra, 4th of July, he was hanging out with a bunch of his friends in front of like a shopping center where they're all hanging out. There was like a short that I posted yesterday, him doing some high kick thing, and he basically had a handful of fireworks, and he was about to let one off. Didn't actually get out of his hand. Apparently those fuses burn a lot faster than you would think. And yeah, it blew his hand off. And there's more bad news, which is that the true extent of his injuries, I don't think has really 100% been revealed yet. I'm not really at liberty to say exactly what, but definitely there's more to come in terms of like all the stuff that has happened to him as a result of this. But also, I'm not sure 100% who the friend was, but he was with one of his friends, and his friend allegedly like blew half his face off, which I haven't seen any evidence of this or whatever, but yeah, that's all we know right now. He's in surgery right now, off pain meds for like the first time in his entire life. And yeah, I'll keep you guys updated, but that's all that we know right now. So fingers crossed that things don't get any worse.
All right,
So Adam actually came back with another update, which again was good news. He said, I'm hearing that 4Extra only lost 2 fingers, not the whole hand. Also, he was blind for a few hours, but apparently his vision is back. And I was hearing that from people when this was all going on, that, you know, they were worried that he might be blind, that he was suffering from loss of vision after the incident, and that they thought that that might be permanent. Thankfully, as Adam22 says, his vision's back. And if he, I mean, look, if you saw the pictures, the fact that if he's keeping 2 fingers, again, that's a blessing. It looked so bad. Now, not everybody was sympathetic. Obviously, 4Extra had just been in a little beef with 607 Unk, and he posted this image and some other stuff, basically taunting 4Extra. People saying he was talking about doing voodoo and being responsible for this. Now, look, I'll keep it real, and I rock with 607 Unk. I thought this was extremely lame. This isn't no street beef. This isn't no the ops slid on him. I don't condone smoking your ops, dissing your ops, all of that kind of thing. This is a tragic accident. This ain't no you got caught lacking. This is a tragic accident, and is not within the realms of the sorts of things that we normally deal with in this space. And I just thought that was super lame to kick him while he was down. 607 Unk, you had the back and forth of 4Extra. I rock with 607 Unk, but you know, you didn't have that energy when it was all going on and 4Extras was in your face, slamming a hand on the desk. And yeah, he's, you know, potentially losing a large part of his hand now, and you want to kind of diss. But I feel like that's super lame. I feel like a lot of people are crawling out the woodwork to hate on 4Extra now because of what's going on, because he's down bad, he's suffering a difficult situation. And I do think that's really unfortunate. Not that I would condone it under any other circumstances, but this ain't no gang beat. This ain't no street beef. You got caught lacking by your ops. You got killed by the ops. This is a tragic accident, and I just don't think it's that funny. A lot of rappers always talk about like their ops getting hurt in car wrecks and things like that. I've heard rappers talk about, we don't smoke that person, they got killed by the cops, or they got killed in a wreck, you know, we didn't catch this body. I'm not trying to be flippant about it, but this ain't nothing to claim, this ain't nothing to brag about. All of the guys that was running scared of 4Extras want to diss him now because of the situation. I just don't think it's very classy, and I don't really condone it. Maybe that's because he's my friend, and I know the internet is a treacherous and demonic place at times, but I really just thought that was kind of lame, and I just don't think that anyone's scoring any points off that. I don't think anyone's thinking that's cool to kick 4Extras while he was down in a situation that's just a really unfortunate accident. But 607 Unk wasn't the only one. Another new entry into the No Jumper universe, Aaron the Plumber, has been dissing as well, saying that this was karma, and he's challenging 4Extras to some sort of game of handball.
Tell Faux Nubs I challenge him to a handball match. Let's see who can juggle better in a real way. And you see what happens, Brodesky, when you do the devil's work. You know what I'm saying? You surround yourself with people like Adam 16 in a real way. Adam 16 probably gave him them fireworks in a real way. Brodesky, kabloom, this hand, there you go. Ooh, whiskey, you're done for, Brodesky. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to be a big bad wolf, trying to bully people. You see how you did 607? Kabloom. Now he need 4 extra fingers. You know what I'm saying? Caught him in 4 nubs in a real way. Brodesky finna be walking.
So look, once again, I don't want to have any issues with Aaron the Plumber. I don't really have an issue with him. I've been kind of learning more about him as he's been on the content scene, but I just think it's a bad time to be kicking somebody while they're down. And, you know, ironically, like Aaron the Plumber says, you know, some of these things can be karma, and you was dissing people, now someone's hand got hurt. I think some of the guys that are dissing 4Extra right now, you know, they should be careful too, because karma comes back around, and, you know, if something terrible happens to you, it's not going to be very funny. And I'm certainly not wishing that on anybody, but I just don't think this is a situation that is funny or is really worth making too many jokes about, personally. But look, I'm not making this video just to, you know, spread across the same information that's been spread about this situation. I am really sad and hurt over what's happened, but I also think that I'm really hoping, I'm praying that something good comes out of this. I'm definitely, like, this is a bad situation through and through. There isn't any way that you can see this situation as a positive or something good coming out of this. But what I will say is that I do think that some things happen for a reason. Sometimes God works in very unusual, mysterious ways. And I do think that maybe, I think if 4Extra comes out of this with the right mindset, which I know he has, I know he's a positive guy, I know he's a switched on guy, he was in the process of changing his life, and this doesn't have to change any of that. So I just wanted to share kind of my thoughts and just a Reddit thread that I actually saw that I thought was really interesting, and it kind of spoke to me, and it really made me realize like how big of an opportunity this actually could be for 4Extra in a sad way. But I think the best thing we can do is look at this positively moving forward, and I'm really wishing that we can see this in a positive way. So somebody posted this on No Jumper Reddit. Unpopular opinion, but this devastating incident might have just added decades to his lifespan. Blessing in disguise. I thought this was really interesting. Now, this really made me think, because honestly, 4Extras is the butt of the joke right now. Everybody's like, oh, all of that fighting talk, now you lost your hand. Well, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. I don't think it's cool. I don't think you score any points for your op getting injured in a freak accident and not being able to fight anymore. That's not tough. There's no cool points, tough points from doing that. And realistically, 4Extra was changing his life. He just got out of jail again. He was planning on completely changing his life, getting out of the streets, staying away from the streets, focusing on the content and the podcasting. Yeah, there was talk of him doing a boxing match. Highly likely that that's not possible now. But really what people had fallen in love with was 4Extra's personality. They'd fallen in with 4Extra's as a character, as a personality, as this big ball of energy that you just put him in front of a mic and a camera and he just created absolute magic. And I don't think that's going to change. If anything, I think that's going to shine even brighter. I think 4Extra is somebody that can take things in his stride. He's taken losses in his life before. He's had serious cases. He's had dealt with going in and out of the prison system, winning fades, losing fades. I think he's a resilient man. I think he's going to be able to bounce back from this stronger than ever. I think this might make him a better podcaster. This might increase his chances because look, I don't want to see 4Extra catching fades. Even before this happened, I don't want to see him fighting. I want to see him on positive stuff. I want to see him talking. I want to see him using his personality. I want to see him growing as a person, as an individual. All well and good, yeah, let's have a boxing match. I'm not even really trying to see 4Extras have a boxing match. I'm in love with his personality. I'm in love with him as a podcaster, as a personality, as a person on the scene. And I think that this ain't stopping him podcasting. Look, he got one of the biggest stories to talk about. He got one of the craziest stories to talk about on the internet right now. He's trending all over the world on Twitter. This is by no means a good thing, but I think if he just turns this into something positive, focuses on the podcasting, doesn't let any of this slow him down, doesn't let this cause him to crash out. It's unfortunate, but it really doesn't change anything. It doesn't change the trajectory that he was on. He, in many ways, could be even more blessed. I mean, he's on the radar of people all over the world, all over the country now. And for an unfortunate incident, I think could be the beginning of a really beautiful new approach to life where the streets is completely out the window and we're just focused on podcasting, personality, overcoming, and really becoming a prime example to the world of how much you can overcome. Because I know 4Extras as a person, I know he's going to be able to overcome this. I know he's going to come back bigger, stronger than ever. It's going to be a minor setback and nothing's going to dampen this guy's personality, bro. Ain't nothing about 4Extra getting toned down by any difficult event, whether it's this or whether it's anything else, incarceration, taking an L. I think it's going to be good. And a lot of people are actually sharing this sentiment in this thread. Somebody said, I get what you mean because this injury will force bro to calm down with all of that hot stuff because jail ain't helping him. But damn, losing a hand is insane. Hopefully that wasn't his dominant hand. Now, I disagree with people saying that it's over for him. I honestly don't think it's over for him. I think this is just the beginning. I think this is actually minor. I know maybe people might think that that's reaching, but I honestly think this is minor in the grand scheme of things. He is a full-blown podcaster. He's an internet personality, and this ain't going to change nothing for him. People saying he's about to experience a deep depression after this. Everything's changed. He's going to have to relearn how to do certain things. I personally think that it is going to be a really, really tough time for 4Extra. I think he is going to be in a dark place, and I just wish him the best. I'm praying for 4Extra. Genuinely, I'm not really that much of a religious person, but this really actually had me praying. I've been saying prayers for 4Extra. I hope that he pulls through this positively. I hope that he actually finds himself in a positive place, being able to overcome this. I know he's got it in him to overcome this and come back bigger and better and stronger than ever. And I'm just really, really upset. I'm super sad to hear this news. So wishing all the best to 4Extra, wishing him a speedy recovery. Thank God that the situation wasn't worse. And just God bless everybody. Stay safe out there. Them fireworks are no joke. Let this be an example. Let this be a lesson to everybody. And I think it's also going to be a lesson to people on how to overcome. I got zero doubt 4Extra is going to overcome this. and come back out stronger than ever. But what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. Bless up, prayers to 4Extra, and I'll catch you in the next one.